So my friend Liat Ben-Zur is skeptical of hippos, but not the semi-aquatic mammals that are native to sub-Saharan Africa. Liat, who was part of the team that launched the first commercial GPT-4 product at Microsoft, a model that was developed by OpenAI and processes and generates text and images, says senior leaders must respect those who know how to use AI to better understand data, regardless of their title. So it used to be, she told us, and this was really common at Microsoft, that people kind of deferred to what they called hippos there, the highest, most senior person, the people who made the most money. And a relatively junior person now using AI can understand the data in a way that even the most senior people in the room give reverence to. And that's a really big power dynamic shift in leadership that she says is happening and a lot of people aren't aware of. She previously led AI transformations at Qualcomm and served as a senior vice president of digital transformation at Dutch multinational health tech company Philips. She now runs LBZ Advisory, LLC, a company that consults with businesses on AI strategy and project management. She's the author of a forthcoming book, The Bias Advantage: Why AI Needs the Leaders It Wasn't Trained to See. So in early October, Formidable, my company, brought together a group of AI innovators, investors, critics, and thought leaders to discuss the implications of this fast-moving technology. And Liat was our keynote speaker. I interviewed her for this, and you can see that on our YouTube channel if you want to watch the full interview. But here are a couple of takeaways from that discussion. So I asked her how AI is changing how business leaders are operating. And she said AI is absolutely collapsing the distance between data and decisions. And that really changes leadership expectations. So how so? She sees three big shifts that are hitting a lot of leaders between the eyes. AI is moving so fast that if your organization has 3, 4, 5 layers of approval, it's a liability because your competitors are going to make faster decisions. The second is insight beats title. And another big shift is that judgment now beats certainty. There was this air of confidence as part of leadership, and it turns out AI could hallucinate just as confidently as the most confident man you might work with. AI has a lot of answers. And so I asked her, so what you're saying is AI can be so confident sometimes that leaders are deferring to it when maybe they shouldn't. And she said, not only are leaders deferring to it, but there's a bunch of studies coming out saying our IQ is potentially going down because we're not challenging ourselves enough because it's just so easy to ask the machine and be passive. And the best leaders for AI are not necessarily the loudest. They're the ones that know how to ask the sharpest questions and know when to question the answers that they get. And so I've heard the term, or heard Leah use this term, leaders in the margins. And I wanted to know what she meant by that. And she said she's been doing a lot of work with different companies and started observing that leaders who are most ready for the AI era tend to be the ones that have been most marginalized and sidelined the most. And that's the premise of her book. A lot of the most underrepresented leaders, the ones that were not invited to the table and the rooms were not designed for them, they had to build their own playbook to get into that room. And the survival skills that they built to fight their way to get to that table are exactly the skills that are going to create a competitive edge in the AI world today. So the action items that she's asking business leaders to kind of take away from this is it's really important that you don't see AI as a threat and that you see it as the opportunity that it is. There's a massive leadership gap. Almost all of the big AI projects and conferences are pretty dominated by a very narrow cohort. AI needs new leadership. Every single industry is being disrupted by AI. It's already shaping the future. What's not clear is who's going to shape the AI, and it's a call to action. Check Leah out and watch the full interview here on our YouTube channel.